I hope you guys have everything ready right now. So, I am going to start with the story. Okay, I'm actually known to be a really bad storyteller, so please bear with me. So first I need some background music. I'm gonna give it my best shot. Okay, I'm gonna put some background music right now. Oh shit. Okay, that is for another episode, not this one. Okay. So the story goes like, once upon a time, long ago, so long ago, there was a king who had 4 wives. The king got seriously ill one day and was on his deathbed. And just like everyone else, he was very afraid to go into the afterlife alone. So he asked his 4th wife, who he loved the most, and he used to buy her diamonds, gold, and good clothes and everything. And he asked her, would you die with me and go with me to the afterlife? And the 4th wife replied by saying sorry, she can't do that, and just walked away. He also loved his 3rd wife and was very proud of her beauty, and he used to show her off to the neighboring kingdoms. And he called on his 3rd wife and asked the same question, would you accompany me? And the 3rd wife replied that she loved her life too much, she cannot go with him. Also, she will be remarrying someone after his death. That broke the king's heart. And the 2nd wife has always been there for him at his bad times, used to help him out for everything. So he asked her, would she accompany him to the afterlife? Then the 3rd wife again apologetically replied that she would not be able to help him here, but she would be able to arrange his funeral and would be there for his funeral. And the king was so sad hearing all these 3 replies from his favorite wives. And a voice called out, said, I will leave with you. I will leave with you and follow you wherever you go, even to the afterlife. The king looked and was his 1st wife. And this wife was the one he least loved, who he least took care of, and he was so embarrassed of her and everything. And because she was so old and all that. But now the king was so embarrassed of himself and said that I should have taken care of you long ago, given you more attention when I was alive. So when you look a bit more deeper into the story, you can call it the moral of the story. Okay, dissecting it from the beginning, the 4th wife is our body. We like to decorate it with nice clothes, hairstyle, jewelry and everything, but at the end it will not come with us to our afterlife, or to the beyond, you can say. And our 3rd wife is our possessions, our car, our houses, guitar, jewelries, gold, anything you know. But at the end, after we move away, they will be shared among our people, like the people close to us. It will have another owner. And the second wife are our friends and family. We trust them, they're always there for us in our times of need. But the furthest they can go is to the funeral and send us off. And the first wife is represented as our soul. We usually neglect to take care of our soul. That is the thing that will follow us to our afterlife. So this talks about taking care of your soul, giving it the first priority in your life. And okay, this doesn't mean that making yourself happy or you should focus more on yourself. No, it's not about that. It's more about your soul. Like, it's much more deeper and maybe a bit teeny bit spiritual, a bit. So it's a really hard journey to start, for taking care of your soul. So maybe once you try it out, it's really good. So, welcome to Accidental Podcast, episode 4. And in the beginning, I told you this episode is gonna be very special. Why is, if you have heard previous episodes or podcasts, you would have understood that, start with a dialogue from a movie, then I explain it, then I explain it, then I explain it, then I explain it, dissect it a bit more, and explain it, and explain it, and explain it again and again. I'm trying to do something different with each episode. So this time I was just planning, instead of one movie, I'm having 3 movies. But trust me, this is a short episode. I know you don't want to listen to me for another 1-2 hours. But yeah, I'm going to keep it as short as possible. So I'm going to have 3 movies and 3 different topics. So the first one is going to be forgiveness. And the second one is going to be opportunity. And the third one is going to be happiness and God. I know, these are 3 different topics, but they are definitely interlinked. Let me explain. So, for the first movie, we're going in right now.
I didn't want this. But I had no choice.
We always have a choice. You had a choice when you killed my uncle.
My daughter was dying. I needed money. I was scared. I told your uncle all I wanted was the car.
What is it?
I need your car. He said to me, why don't you just put down the gun and go home? I realize now he was just trying to help me. Then I saw my partner running over with the cash, and the gun was in my hand. I did a terrible thing to you. I spent a lot of nights wishing I could take it back. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I just want you to understand.
done terrible things too.
I didn't choose to be this. The only thing left to me now is my daughter.
I forgive you.
I think you guys know this movie. Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm talking about Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, the best one. Growing up with these movies was the best. Tobey Maguire will always be the best Spider-Man ever. And unfortunately, the scene is actually from the third part, and it is considered to be the worst of the franchise, the Tobey Maguire franchise or Sam Raimi's franchise. As a fan, I loved it, but it's said to be the worst. But I loved the character build up for the villains and everything, and coming down to the end of the movie, this is what happens. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. So I want to start by saying that I've heard this phrase or this this sentence. I've heard that a person who asks for forgiveness is a good person. I strongly agree to that. I strongly believe in that. Trust me, I do very much believe in that. You see, everyone makes mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Come on, dude. It is okay to make mistakes. How big, how small, it doesn't matter. And no matter the reason, anger, that, so many things can make you, make you do a mistake. And it doesn't matter. And making a mistake, it's not actually a big deal. Everyone should, and everyone, I actually recommend people make more mistakes. I think so. It's the best way of experiencing life. And I'll tell you guys this. Okay, sometime back, I was talking to a really good friend of mine who was almost 35, 36, 37, I think. And one day he tells me, Rahul, I have seen a lot of things in life. Good, bad, and so many things. And being a byproduct of a Indian household, my parents tried to teach me a lot of things, tried to groom me, and my father was the main person to do all this, trying to teach him how to behave, to how to sit, to everything. And he said to me that, Rahul, I wish in between all these lectures and everything, I wish my dad had sat me down and told me that it's okay to fail, or it's okay to make a mistake. Trust me, it would have changed my life. When I was 20, I wouldn't have lost so many things in life, so many people, so many memories. And so I was thinking about that. So just like that, I feel it's very important to make mistakes in life. Very important as much as anything else in life, success to everything. it's like it's okay to make mistakes, and it is amazing to say sorry for it. Trust me, and saying sorry is so amazing. Like just like that, you become a good person. And so coming back to the movie, when Uncle Ben dies, the villain, he keeps on going on making mistakes and things, just to provide for his sick daughter. If you haven't seen the movie, the whole thing. So he kept on making mistakes again and again throughout the movie. And at the end, he actually asked forgiveness. I think that is what counts. It depends on the person to actually forgive or not. This actually reminds me of something else. My dad used to say this: if I ask for something, I might get or I might not. I will only lose some words. But it takes a lot of courage and strength to ask. And at the end, even if I get it or don't get it, I will always have the satisfaction that I've tried. See, that is the beauty of asking forgiveness. And it doesn't matter if the other person forgives you or not. You tried. You got all your courage and strength, and you finally made it happen. And in the beginning, I said that a person who asks for forgiveness is a good person, but a person who actually forgives is a great person. So yeah, I think asking for forgiveness and forgiving is the best thing in the world. And we are going for the next movie, and we are going to talk about opportunity.
Oh, excuse me. Can I get a refill, please?
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Are you all right?
Yeah. No. It's a long story.
Well, I like stories. I'm considered a bit of a storyteller myself.
My husband? Have you heard of New York's Noah?
The guy who's building the ark.
That's him.
I love that story. Noah and the ark. A lot of people miss the point of that story. They think it's about God's wrath and anger. They love it when God gets angry.
What is the story about, then, the ark?
Well, I think it's a love story about believing in each other. The animals showed up in pairs. They stood by each other, side by side, just like Noah and his family. Everybody entered the ark side by side.
But my husband says God told him to do it. What do you do with that?
Sounds like an opportunity. Let me ask you something. If someone prays with patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous? If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings? Or does he give them opportunities to love each other? Well, I gotta run. A lot of people to serve. Enjoy.
First, if you don't know who is talking, it is Morgan Freeman, the God himself. And this is from the movie Ivan Almighty. This movie is not so popular. This is like the second part of Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey. So, you don't have to concentrate so much here. See, he clearly talks about opportunity. Remember, I said each movie and topic is interconnected, related. So, going up to forgiveness. So, if you pray for peace or to be a great example for others or for the society or be the or to be the better person and like have a good relationships with your fellow being and everyone. Do you think God makes you Superman or Jesus? No. Just like he said, just like God said, just like Morgan Freeman said, he gives you opportunity. So when someone asks for forgiveness, I see a great opportunity to forgive. Okay, this applies for everything, every day. What you want in life. Opportunities are all around us all the time. And we just don't see it. Shame, right? I was watching this movie, and in one of the scenes, a person gets a call. He picks it up. He says, he goes like, yeah, I ate nothing much, okay, good night. And he gets the call. So it was like a quick call. And his friend who was standing near him, who just came out of a coma after 60 years, asked him, who was that? He tells him that it was his mother. And then the friend asks him like, why did you cut the call so soon? Friend goes like, what more can she ask, dude? How are you? Did you have dinner? Did you eat well? Are you gonna sleep? Did you sleep? And the other friend interrupts him saying that, just tell me who else will ask you every day other than your mother. See, also when you get opportunity, show love, affection, no matter how small or big. I mean, give time and attention. I mean, that's like one of the baselines for love, I feel so. Time and affection. I mean, if you take a scale and if you try to measure love, I mean, it is not measurable and everything, but you would sometimes get to a logical point where it's like time and attention. So, think about that a bit. And like, just do it. You might not get a chance. And another way of thinking about it is just do it. And you might not get another chance. So, the importance of, like the call, Actually, I want to talk about calls. So, call if you feel like calling someone rather than texting. Just a small gesture, but a big impact. You see, like when we think that our phones and our technology and our connectivity, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, you think that it's all bring us together, closer. But it's actually the opposite. And texting is so easy and calls are so hard in this generation. I actually spend this time for you, this attention, this space. And it's such an amazing gesture. I feel if you feel like talking to someone, just call them and remember the king, who lost his opportunity to show his love and understanding towards his first wife. And it's so beautiful. Life is supposed to be beautiful. When you think about the idea of making a call in this generation is very beautiful. So now for the next topic, happiness and God.
This part of my life, this little part, is called happiness.
Okay, so not a lot of you guys might get this, seeing what is exactly happening if you haven't seen this movie. So the movie is Pursuit of Happiness. The movie is all about how a father struggles with his responsibilities. And at the end of the movie, he gets this job, he gets so happy, he walks down the steps, and that's when he says this dialogue in his mind. And that's the scene. And when you look closely into that, he says, this tiny little part of his life is happiness. actually what I can take away from that is, okay, look into the movie. That little moment he realizes that he's happy. That little part of his life, this feeling will die down soon. In 1 week or 2, it will die down. This happiness will die. And then later on, he'll have a regular job and he will be able to provide for his son. And that's like the benefit. That's like the outcome. That's like the aftermath of his effort. See, happiness is just for one moment. So, I feel like I would like to say that, so don't chase it. I would say, chase your dreams, chase your goals, and feel the happiness that is derived from it. Also, that is also for a limited time. See, happiness is not a destination. If you want more of it every day, I feel like make it a way of life. Ask for forgiveness, take opportunities. See, I'm just trying to connect the first two parts. Okay, so ask for forgiveness, take your opportunity and that gives you happiness in a way. Through that happiness, and that happiness that you get through all this will turn into a beautiful memory.
வேட்ட நாய் மாதிரி அண்ணன் ஏவேவ நான் செஞ்ச தப்புக்கெல்லாம் ஆண்டவனுக்கு தண்டனை கொடுத்துட்டான். இதுக்கு மேலேயும் நல்லவங்களுக்கு நான் தப்பு பண்ணேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, எனக்கு அந்த சாமி நல்ல சாவே கொடுக்காது. எனக்கு சாமி நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு தம்பி, உங்களுக்கு எப்படியோ?
எனக்கும் இருக்கு.
அப்படிங்களா? எந்த சாமி? நானா?
ஒருத்தனை கொல்லணும்னு வந்துட்டு மனச மாத்திக்கிட்டு மன்னிப்பும் கேட்கிற மனுஷா இருக்கானே, அதான் என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் சாமி.
மனச மாத்திக்கிட்டேன், சாமியெல்லாம் இல்ல தம்பி.
அப்படிலாம் நம்பிக்கை இல்லாம நாத்தியம் பேசாதீங்க. ஊரெல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய சாமி இருக்கு, நமக்கு தான் தெரியல. நம்புங்க. தேங்க்ஸ். வரேன்.
தம்பி வந்துடாதீங்க, வந்து என் பழப்ப கெடுத்துறாதீங்க. உங்களை முடிச்சுட்டு நான் அண்ணன் சொல்லிடுறேன்.
உங்க பழப்ப கெடுக்க மாட்டேன், பொழைச்சு போங்க.
And now we talk about the man or the woman in the sky, God or E.T. So the scene goes like it's not so old, it's like 2000s, I think, I'm not sure. A Kamal Hassan movie again, sorry for that, being a Kamal Hassan fan. The scene goes like a goon comes to kill Kamal Hassan's character, who is a cripple and a communist. A crippled communist. And that's a good combo, I think. But he changes his mind and lets him live. And he tells Kamal Hassan that God showed him what was bad and what was good, and he actually punished me for the things I've done to you and to others. And I believe in God. I realize my mistakes, and I don't know about you, sir. And for that, Kamal Hassan tells him, I do believe in God. And he points at the goon. And the goon goes like, no sir, like I'm no God. I believe in God, but I'm not a God. And Kamal Hassan's communist character tells him that, see, you came to kill a person, but you changed your mind, your decision, your heart, and you apologized. That's God according to me. Anbe Sivam. Love is God. Cool movie, man. This movie is really nice. It's very slow. This movie performed really bad at the box office when it released, and people didn't get what this guy was talking about, maybe. But now this film is like going around in international film festivals, playing and getting a lot of good reviews and everything. And people, I don't think Indians or like Tamil people or the audience were like, could digest or understand this movie throughout. But now if you feel like watching a good, like feel good movie and love, sacrifice and God and happiness, this movie is for you. Written by Kamal Hassan. Who else? My man. And continuing this, see, there are so many gods and goddesses around us. We just don't see them. We just have to put in some more effort. Just believe that they exist, and maybe they'll appear before you. Okay, I just want to I just want to say one more thing. One more dialogue from Kamal Hassan's movie about God. It goes like, he has this argument with another female, and she's like, don't say there is no God, and she goes like, please don't say there is no God. And Kamal Hassan goes like, this is like the best dialogue ever. And Kamal Hassan goes like, when did I ever say there is no God? I was just trying to say that it'll be good if there is one.
Sivam